to Aussie here again. So tonight I'm going to make a pork with creamy mushroom and a bit of mustard. We're putting mustard in it. So this is a recipe I saw from someone who did a grocery haul, and I made a comment saying, oh, what about if you cooked some of the things that you made? And apparently a few other people made comments too. So she came up with this recipe that she'd never made before, and once she'd done the video, she said tasted pretty good. So I thought that looks like a really nice recipe, and I'm going to give it a go. So I've got some pork. It's not going to be exactly like, her name is Lady Likeables, and she's an English woman. It's not going to be exactly what she did, but it's going to be pretty close, and I like a creamy sort of sauce. So mushroom, haven't had any pork for a while, so that'll be good. As usual, I'm not set up properly here, but you know, bear with me guys, and I'll get to the comments in a sec. Live watching, that's amazing. I wondered if anyone would be on this late. Osuara, hey, what's cracking? My son is here, Liam. I didn't realise I had the volume on, I better turn that down. Local Jacks, how are you, mate? I'm actually going to get back and look at your video. I haven't had a chance today, there's been so much going on. I did see you posted something. We've got the top of my head missing here, but once I cook, we might move the camera a bit. Nice haircut, thank you. Every time I have a haircut, doesn't matter where I go, people mention it because I like to do number 0 because I'd rather do number 2, but I find it too hard to do on my own. So, Peter. We drove straight back. It's only about an hour's drive and from Bathurst. But we had a great time out there. It was good fun. I'm going to post the Hungry Jacks video. I hadn't eaten anything before we went, and I did a Hungry Jacks one, so I'm going to post that either tomorrow or the next day. Danny G, how are you? What's cracking? So I was saying in the intro, I'm going to do some pork for a change, because I haven't done pork for a while. And I got to cut up some onion and mushroom. I actually didn't think anyone would be here straight away, so otherwise I would have been prepared all this stuff. But I'm not in any hurry if you're not. So I'm glad you tried it, because you know that palmy burger, and yeah, I don't know how far you watched through the video, but I actually picked that up for free, which surprised me as well. But it was great. I enjoyed it. So, but I'm planning on doing, I was tossing up between whether actually doing the double palmy, because you know you want to go do the full deal, but they had a box meal there as well with the palmy burger in it, the single one, but it had the popcorn chicken, well, their version of popcorn chicken, which I've never tried before, and I want to try. But they also had it also had chips, potato and gravy, all that stuff in it, the normal sort of KFC type box. A little bit more expensive than the KFC type thing, but it did have the popcorn chicken in it too, so I may do that one. I'm glad someone enjoyed that video, or enjoyed actually Red Rooster, because a lot of people seem to bag it. I don't know why. I quite liked it, it was pretty good. And it tastes even better for free. I know it's a bit pricey, but still, the single one, I didn't see the price, but single would be cheaper if you don't want a really big burger. So anyway, like I was saying, this woman named Lady Likeables, who I'm subscribed to, she made up this recipe, and it was the first time she'd ever done it. Like I said, this isn't going to be exact, but because she put mashed potato, and she had some broccoli, which probably I should have had too, but I haven't had time to make it. But I'm going to have this with rice. It's going to be a creamy, ricey sort of thing. and I thought it'd be a good little meal to have after work and have a little chat to you guys. So it's going to take me a while to get all this set up though. With rice, yeah, with rice, very nice. If any of you guys were on our live yesterday, I was using my phone so I couldn't look at the comments, but Liz is not very technical. I try to get her into it, but she just isn't really that interested. So we weren't really reading the comments properly, but I did look at them later on. It was a great day. We had fun. So we planned on trying to do a live, see how that went. So that went alright. And I actually, believe it or not, because you know how I do a lot of Domino's stuff, or some Domino's stuff. Part of the reason for that is because Domino's is actually reasonably close to me, the rest aren't. But I went to Pizza Hut today and did a new one called, this is the second time I'm going to be having creamy food today. It was a creamy bacon and chicken burger. It's like an Alfredo sauce, not burger, sorry, pizza. It's like an Alfredo sauce. It was very nice, and I'll post a video in the next couple of days. But I wanted to give Pizza Hut a bit of a go because I never really do. So that was pretty good. Great pizza. Again, I will highly recommend it, which I do in the video anyway. Good on you, son. Well done. Now you can call my mate Dave and he can take all the scrap metal if you want. He'll take it. So, anyway, I haven't done any cooking for a while. Usually when I'm doing lives, I haven't been doing much cooking. I've been doing microwaving and stuff like that. I've got a few ideas lined up. I won't say too much, but over the next few weeks, I'm hoping to do a few lives, and we'll have I hope, a few good meals. This thing better work. I can smell gas. Now I can hear it. I couldn't hear it. There we go. Now I blew myself up. I knew that would happen. It did bloody light either. Just better give it a minute because I can smell gas now. I don't want to blow myself up. It might make a good video, but I don't want to blow myself up. Oh, $10 there. Well, I don't know what happened, but they actually originally when I went on the app, put all my details in, and you have the red royalty, which is the bottom one of the lot. There's a platinum, gold, silver, whatever. But they gave me $5 or something like that to start with, and I could use a percentage of it with something, which I did, but I still had $1.40 left, $1.41. And then they sent me an email the other day, and I think it's because I put all my details in there, email and all that stuff. I thought that was the gas, but it's the laptop I can hear making noises. So anyway, they sent me this email the night before. What the hell's going on with this thing? Mustn't be improv. Saying that here's $10 towards the new Palmy burger, and I thought, well, if they're giving me $10, it's probably cost more than 10, which it was 11. But I can smell gas. There's plenty of gas in that. Probably wasn't in properly. This was actually in here from last time. Usually I take it out. Anyway, I thought I'd go in there and only get a percentage off. Okay, we could be not cooking here tonight. This is not working. There we go, it lit. Anyway, I paid for it, and she said, I used the thing and gave her we scanned it, and she said it won't be long, and I just thought, well, for free. So anyway, I wasn't expecting that, which was good, I suppose. But they did actually, like I said, give me an email the night before. It was a good thing I didn't do that day because I was going there. Yeah, we're right now. It's all right, Peter. I don't know what happened there. It could be because I left the cylinder in there from last time I cooked, which was a couple of weeks ago. Usually I take it out as soon as I'm finished, but I forgot this time. Like I said, one thing with this is I've never actually made it before, so it's not a complicated dish. I just got to think about what I'm doing. And you know what I didn't do? I just looked now because I can see a bit of smoke coming up, or steam or whatever. And I just thought I didn't disconnect that smoke detector, which is down the other end of the room. Hopefully it won't be a problem. Now, if you've seen me do creamy type things before, usually I use thickened cream. In this recipe, Lady Likeables used cream fresh, however you call it, fresh, however you say it. So anyway, I'm going to give that a go tonight. 2 tablespoons of that and a bit of chicken stock. So this is something new for me, that part of things. Actually should have cut the mushrooms up before I did that, but anyway, I'll do it really quickly. I'm sorry if I can't comment. I've really got to get these mushrooms done now. Well, I can't read the comments, sorry. So this is actually going to be, you know what I should have done? Cook the pork first. You know what, I'm going to chuck it all in together. So this is a big enough pan. You're supposed to cook the pork first, then take it out, then cook all this stuff. So what I might do is cook the pork, then take the pork out, then put the cream and stock, then put the pork back in. Alright, it'll work out. Didn't actually grab any salt and pepper, but I tell you, the amount of stuff I've been eating lately with salt and pepper in it, like pizza and hamburgers and all the rest of it, I might just give the salt and pepper a miss anyway. A lot of people, when they watch my videos, they say, oh, watch your heart, mate, and watch this and watch that, and be careful of your health, and shouldn't eat too much takeaway. Well, majority of the time I don't really eat too much takeaway. You just see my videos, but one thing I don't actually do is add salt to things, even if it's a recipe like this and you want to put salt. Well, that's why I didn't think to bring the salt and pepper over, because I don't usually use it. But I will get a bit of butter in there. But why I'm saying that, guys, at the moment you really don't have to worry about my health, because I went to the doctor the other day and my blood pressure, believe it or not, I was surprised too. There it goes. And we're back. One good thing, when that uploads as a video, most people don't watch it that far, so you guys might be amused by it, but hardly anyone's going to really see that. Now, where's my little juicer? And that's without even cooking the meat yet. Okay, let's get that in there. Some pork. And I left this as a late one to do tonight, but because I'm late tonight, but I needed to get this one done because I could have done something else, but I need to get this one done because I bought this pork a few days ago and I need to cook it. Like I said, I won't be eating the whole lot. I've eaten some of it. Keep some paper towel handy. That was a bit greasy, that thing. The pork. Haven't had pork for a while, so it'll be a nice change. No store-bought sauce, no. Yeah, well, I just don't worry too much about that. I know people think, like, if you got to look at me, like I'm not, you know, huge or obese or anything like that. I know you got to be careful what you eat and all that sort of thing, but you know. Anyway, like I said, the blood pressure's good, but the doctor did say to me he wanted me to do a blood test because he asked me to do it 2 years ago and I never did. He said, "Are you ever going to have that blood test I asked you for 2 years ago?" And I said, "Probably not." And he goes, "Well, at least you're honest." Well, I like to be honest with people. I just couldn't be bothered. And at the moment, I've got doing so much YouTube that I haven't got time for blood tests and crap like that. But I really should. I know that. So anyway, right, everything's cool now. We're pumping along. Yeah, well, like today, well, not today, yesterday. I mean, I had what's it called? See, it's about burgers again, Peter. I've gone blank. I had a junior whopper, and I mean, junior whopper is not too bad. And I got to say, there was a deal on the app, and I was like, and the only time I can go to Hungry Jack's is when we go out to Bathurst, which we do every now and then. And there was a deal on the app, and I was like, it's only a junior whopper. It's not that bad. But as a lot of people probably know, there's a Baconator out at the moment too, and it's got 4 pieces of bacon. I got to tell you, I saw it on someone else's video, and I thought, no, I don't need 4 pieces of bacon. And this one, the Junior Whopper, it wasn't a bad little meal. We got a few chips, so I had a Coke, I had some chips. It had a small chips. It's only a small deal, so that went pretty good. And then, like, I posted a little video today where Liz had that potato thing, and there was a Krensky one. I could have had that, but I just thought, no, I don't want that. So I wanted it, but I didn't want it. So I do think about how much crap I eat. I'm just doing it for videos, and I got to tell you, before I was doing these videos, I never used to eat junk food hardly at all, because I'm in an area where there isn't much like that. And it's mostly for the videos, and once I get to the stage where I want to be with YouTube, I'll probably even do more of this cooking and stuff like that, and less of eating that stuff. Life is too short to eat lettuce, and when you have it on a burger, usually it all falls off anyway. Hello, backyard gardening. Nice to see you here. You can't see the top of my head because I'm trying to get focused into here a bit, but actually you can if I look at it on the screen there. Just looking on the camera, it looks like the top of my head isn't there, but I'm sort of just in there if I look on the screen. I hope there's enough gas in this cylinder because I don't want to run off and grab another one. They're not far away, but I don't really want to do that. So, might whack that one over there. So they're going alright. That pork needs a bit more though. So I should get all this ready, but it's not ready. Cooking with two Aussie sounds good to me. Oh, that's a bit of mustard. Now, I don't know how mustard works because I don't eat it that much. I mean, of course you have it in hot dogs and stuff like that. Even that I don't eat much. But when I saw this recipe, the lady who did it had this little bit of mustard in there. I couldn't quite make out how she had it. But I just thought I'll put it to maybe a teaspoon in. Smells better now. I think it was just a bit much when I opened the lid. It's the first time I've opened that one. So we're going to put a bit of garlic, I might put 1 teaspoon of that, 1 teaspoon of that. This is supposed to be 2 tablespoons. Cream fraiche, that's the one. Windy is here, that's good to see. Yeah, boys. Get all this stuff ready. Haven't actually had cream fraiche before, fresh or however you say it, fraiche. Never had that before either, so that's going to be interesting. And this stuff, hopefully, well, I'd say there's something in there I have to take off or open. I better make sure I do that. Yeah. Another thing, and then even saying about the salt and pepper and all that stuff, even stuff like this, like, what's it called? Chicken stock, all those sort of stock type things, they're probably full of salt too. So I don't really need to add any salt, do I? That thing doesn't seem like it wants to open. Not something I use very often, so I'm not sure about that. What's cracking, Tim? Great to have you here again. We're just cooking a bit of pork. Well, I'm just cooking. I say we a lot, and I've heard other people do that too, especially when there's only one person. There's no we about it, it's just me. Yesterday was we, when I was at Bathurst, me and Liz. We had a great time out there. That was sort of her thing. We went out there last year, and she loves it out there, like to do shopping and stuff like that. But also, we knew the festival was on, and we went last year, and we thought we'd go and have another look, which it was great. Got a bit chilly towards the end, but it was a great day. Even for the weather, it was great. And I've got to tell you, that's looking pretty dark, but I really don't like raw meat. So I'll give them another about 30 seconds and I'll take them out. Yeah, she actually got the better one of the two. I just I just gave her the money and said, just grab me whatever. But I wasn't sure what she was getting. I actually would have got the burrito instead. But what I got was alright. I haven't had nacho before. I actually planned on doing that as a video, like as a live one night, but it hasn't sort of eventuated. I'll just take them out for now. But I got my tacos, or nachos, sorry, nachos, not tacos. Ugh, yeah, I can't grab that. Chuck them on there for now. They're looking pretty good. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to eat all this. This will be dinner for tomorrow as well. They look very well done, but that's alright. So when I saw this recipe, the woman who did it made mashed potato and some bit of broccoli with it, but I'm not going to that length because first of all it would take me too long to make mashed potato, and you see the rice cooker behind me, I just whacked it in the microwave. Actually, I probably should shake that a bit in case. I don't know how these things work. I don't usually use chicken stock, but maybe I'll have to find another recipe with chicken stock now because I won't be using all this. So, and it was on special too, $2. So I thought that was pretty good. I can't remember how, that actually doesn't look anything like the chicken stock she put in hers. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Now what I'll do is, that could be a bit more than I saw her put in her recipe, Lady Likeables. But she put 2 tablespoons of this, big tablespoons. So I'll put 2 in, and if it doesn't go right, I'll put a third one in. Although that's pretty much like 4 there. So get rid of that. Teaspoon. One mustard. So I'll give it a little bit more. Got to have that taste. A little bit more. Probably should have went with the garlic first. Although I can wipe that off, I suppose. I've only got 1 teaspoon, so I've got to put it in 2 different things. Now this could be a fail, guys. It may not taste like much, but we'll find out. If it doesn't, I mean, it won't taste too bad. If it doesn't taste great, it won't be too bad. Yeah. Was it bird's eye? Yeah, and actually there's a new McCain's one too that I haven't tried, because they used to have a big bird's eye one as well, and they used to have a small bird's eye one, and the small one actually tastes pretty good. I haven't tried it myself, but I know someone who has tried it, and they reckon it's better than the bigger one. But there's a McCain's one as well. There's a whole range of McCain stuff, but also what they have with the McCain's range of frozen veggies and stuff is a heap of sweet potato things like chips, cross-cut fries, all this stuff. There's a heap of stuff in here. So I wouldn't mind doing some, and Liz loves sweet potato too, and being vegan, that's good for her. She can eat, it's something she can eat. So I think this might need to get pumped up a little bit. Actually, it's pretty pumped up anyway. Now I've got to say, when I saw this recipe, she had sort of, it wasn't actually a lamb chop, it just looked like a lamb steak type thing that she bashed up. It wasn't as much as I've got there, but this looks like it's working, it's going pretty good. So as long as we've got a bit of sauce, that's the main thing. I can always just eat a couple of them and then make another one up tomorrow or something, another sauce. Oh, Barefoot Bushcraft, how you going? I saw the name Bob. Ah, Bob, what's cracking? Now, Bob, I needed to ask you something. When you talk about the Nether Realm, is that actually in Minecraft? Because I've been watching a bit of PewDiePie lately, and all he seems to be doing is Minecraft, so I've gone off him a bit. But he talked about the Nether Realm, and I'm thinking, that's what might be what Bob's talking about in Minecraft. Actually, Peter, Liz tried that because being vegan, she's not actually someone who likes to cook much. She's a microwave kind of girl, not like me. I don't mind doing a bit of cooking, but she said she tried, which one was it? The cauliflower rice, and she wasn't mad about it. So I know what you mean when you're saying that. And I've seen the other couple of other ones there, sweet potato. And actually something I bought a while ago, I'm actually going to put another spoon of cream fraiche in that because I think I put too much stock. Another one I tried a while ago was the sweet potato mash, and that was septic. Not septic, but it was just not good. It just didn't work. So that's something I'll never get again. I love mashed potato. I like even sweet potato if you mash it up and make it yourself, but that was not good. That's a little better. I'll probably need more too because I've got the quite a bit of pork there. Now, guys, if you ever watch shows like Master Chef, what am I saying? Master Chef, Hell's Kitchen, all that sort of thing, you always hear them say to taste your food. And I never do that. So what I might do is, actually I've got the teaspoons cleaner. And why I want to try this out, I mean, I've probably put everything pretty right, but it's more about the mustard flavour. I want to see if that's come through. It's okay. I probably should have just put a tiny bit of mustard. Actually, no, that'll do. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is turn that off now. Whack these back in. Pork flavour should make it taste good anyway. Pork's nice. That's beautiful. Yep, it's 12.49 here. Fettle infused. I'm only saying that, like MasterChef and all that, they always saying, and Hell's Kitchen, whatever, MKR, they're always saying you should taste your food if you're cooking it, which is probably a good idea. But I don't really do that much. But usually whatever I'm cooking, not this so much, but usually whatever I'm cooking is something I've cooked before anyway, so it's no big deal. So I sort of know what I cook and how I do it. Actually, you know what? I really want to just try a little bit of that pork. I got to tell you too, I found something. You know, those of you who are here that are here regularly, like Peter and Bob, you know that I love my Aldi. But I was shopping at Aldi the other day. I didn't need too much. I actually had to get a lot of this stuff, the pork and all that. And I was walking past the freezer. They renovated this Aldi store that I go to, and the freezer is more up the top instead of on the bottom. And I'm walking past and I see this meal, and I'm like, if you shop in Woolworths and Coles here, you know about probably man-sized McCain's meals. Well, I'm walking past and I look at these frozen meals, which I don't usually buy Aldi frozen meals. I might buy one every now and then. But I saw bloke-sized meal, not man-sized, bloke-sized. So this is the Aldi version of a man-sized meal. It was a bloke-sized Kiev. I think they only had one. I can tell you I got one. It's in the freezer. I'm going to do a video about it. I won't do it live. I think I'll just do a video about it. Okay, well, I'm pretty impressed with that. Didn't taste too good without the pork in it, but with the pork, it's quite good. The only thing now is I've got to figure out how the bloody hell I'm going to do it. What I might do is chuck it on there, because the more that's on there, actually, you know what? It's not turned off. Why is that not off? The gas didn't go off. That's why it's still burning along. I don't know if this is going to be the best thing to have with rice. I might just have a little bit of rice and then whatever's left, because I've cooked quite a bit of rice. Whatever's left, I will cook with something else. Chuck that on there. And then run out of room here. Chuck that. No, actually, put that there. I'll work it out, don't you worry, guys. I usually do. Chuck that there. Put the microphone over here. Make sure you don't burn it. So, what's cracking in here? Kaboom. Yeah, it was still going. I didn't realise, but I don't know. I think that gas cylinder might not be the best, so we probably got away with that. I'll probably take that one out after this. Anyway, on with this. I'm getting a bit hungry now. I just don't know where to put all this shit. I do need that. Don't need that. Let's get rid of that. May need that. Might need that. Might need that. Okay, bit of rice. Teacup, how are you? Just like you last night, I've had a little drink before I started too, so I don't know half of what I'm doing here. But this is also a bit of an experiment. A bit of a pork meal. I haven't had pork for a while. So far so good. I got my microwave rice. I cooked that in the microwave as I was getting ready for the live. So anyway guys, bloke size meal. It's a chicken Kiev. I actually didn't notice any others, so you know what it's like with Audi, even if they come up with something like this. There's never a great range like at Coles or Woolworths, but I have actually tried the Coles and Woolworths bloke size Kiev, and it wasn't too bad, that McCain's one. So it's something to do a little video about, but I'm not going to compare it because there's no way I'm going to eat two bloke size meals. But I am going to try the bloke size Kiev from Aldi because I've got it. But when that happens, I don't know. Or like, there's no hurry because it's in the freezer anyway. So let's go with this. It's looking good so far. Like that over there. I just don't want to put that on the heat because it might melt. So I probably do need this, don't I? That spoon gone? I had a spoon before. Oh, over there. The cream fresh. Now I can do this because I'm the only one eating it. So I don't know if Lady Likeables will, that's who came up with this recipe, who I saw, will end up coming on, well, she probably won't come on the live, but end up watching the video. If you do, thanks for a great idea. This is a great, so far I've tried a little bit of the pork and it tastes fantastic. This is something, because it isn't a hard one to make, it's a quick, easy one. I know I've dragged it out, but it's only because it's the first time and I don't usually cook here on the table like that. Normally I'll be on the stove behind me. But it's turned out really good, and it's something that's not too hard to make, and you can make it any time. So here we go. There it is, guys. The big pork with mushroom and on a bed of rice. Now for the big test. Yes, I love rice too, and that's like I was saying earlier, people talk about, oh, what's your health, mate, what's your heart, all that stuff. Well, I got to tell you, pork probably isn't too bad. This isn't really fattening. I mean, the cream's not good for you, of course, but you know, you can't just have everything that's just good for you all the time. Well, you can, but it's not very exciting, and it's pretty plain. That's quite nice. Good stuff. I've got to tell you, barefoot bushcraft, I've had times in my life where I've felt down. You know, you have ups and downs, but not just because I'm doing YouTube, but probably since I met Liz, and you know, the only time I wouldn't say I feel down, but I feel like it's just something I don't want to do is when I'm at work, because I don't enjoy my job. You know, it can be okay sometimes, but you know, most of the time it's pretty crap. But I got to tell you, most of the time in general, I never feel down. Sometimes you might doubt yourself, like doing YouTube or doing a video. It's like, but in the end, it's like, it's not really a down thing. So I never stop eating. So that's what I'm getting at. I've got to say, it's great to be eating some pork for a change. That is so nice. I'm going to eat more pork now, like this sort of pork. I got it from Aldi. I can't remember what sort of cut it was, but it didn't look fatty. It looked pretty tender, so it hasn't been bashed up, and it's quite thick. I haven't tenderised it. It's actually come out quite good. It's nice, soft meat. My job is nothing too exciting. It's just filling the shelves, doing night fill in a supermarket. But the work itself's not too bad, but just the things that go on is the problem. So, but it doesn't get me down or anything. It might get you a bit cranky sometimes, but it doesn't get me down. But that's why I'm so late too, because I work till 11 p.m. That's why I'm so late doing this. But as long as people are here and we can comment and talk and have a chat, and I can cook and entertain you, that's the main thing. I don't care what time it is, because I usually eat when I come home anyway, so I might as well eat and go live and talk to people when I can. We should grab a beer one day. Whereabouts are you, barefoot bushcraft? What state are you in? Queensland. I don't know if you know Well, if you've seen on my videos, my girlfriend Liz, she was in our video yesterday, a couple of them I made. She's originally from Queensland, actually pretty much from Brisbane, so around Brisbane area. Her mother's up there at the moment, so she actually goes up there quite a bit, but I've never actually been to Queensland, believe it or not. But even when she goes, I don't go with her. I'm usually working. She's got some time off. But it's somewhere I'd like everywhere. Somewhere I'll probably end up one day. It would be good if we could all have a beer together, teacup, and maybe if you ever get to Australia, which I know you're planning, maybe we can do that. You never know. Oh, if you're asking where I am, I'm in New South Wales, and as a sort of like I originally lived in Sydney, I've moved up to the Blue Mountains, not far from Katoomba. Most people probably know where Katoomba is, like have a rough idea. And I guess it's not hard to look up too these days. But yeah, I'm not far from Katoomba. I love it up here. It's a great area. It's a quite a bushy sort of heritage um, place in the mountains. So yeah, I quite like it. It's cool sometimes, but it's not bad. And I guess that's why I'm in the sort of work I am, because there's not really a lot here to choose from, especially if you don't have any skills or whatever, or trade or whatever. But it's worth it in the end to be able to live in a nice place. Yeah, well, I've lived up here for probably about 30 years now. I originally lived in Sydney for about 25 years, which was okay then, but by the time I left, it was starting to get, not so nice, but not so good. It's great when I was a kid. Now I'm up here. I feel like I'm sort of blessed because when I was in Sydney, it was okay, and by the time I moved, came up here, this is still a nice place to live. Pretty touristy, but when the tourists aren't here and it's not that busy, it's not bad. It's pretty good. The wildlife here, I've got to tell you that when we went to Bathurst yesterday, and every time we go to Bathurst, because we do go there, and sometimes we go a bit further out to a place called Orange, we always see dead kangaroos on the road. There's always something. Even yesterday, we saw a dead wombat, which you don't see that often, but it was there dead. Wildlife is everywhere. Even one time when there was bushfires here, and it was close to me, but not close enough that I had to evacuate. The animals don't know where to go, and just up the front here, and I looked out the window, and there was a bloody kangaroo in my front yard. But that very rarely happens. It was just like probably scared and didn't know what to do, but dropped theirs. I've got to say, this piece could have been cooked a bit more. It was probably one that was on the outside of the pan, on the edge, but it's still not bad. It still tastes good. Quite impressed with this because I wasn't sure how it would come out. I think though, because I did it the wrong way around, I should have done the pork first. I think that even though the mushrooms look good, they sort of have a bit of a taste where they're a bit overdone, but still not bad. Quite impressed. Good. Mushroom sauce, very good. And I've got a couple of pieces for tomorrow. Can make some more up. Have it for dinner tomorrow night. When I say have it for dinner tomorrow night, that's before I go to work, and then this is sort of dinner at 12 o'clock at night, 12, 1 o'clock. Which, like I said, guys, this is a normal time for me to eat because I work till 11 and then I come home, and then an hour or two later I'll have something like dinner because I haven't eaten for a while. So that'll be tomorrow before I go to work, and then when I come home, I'll probably have something else again. I've actually made some fried rice. See, I'm not eating all that sort of takeaway stuff all the time. At the moment, I probably am eating it more than I normally would, but only because I'm trying to make more videos. And then, just give me a sec. Once I make more videos and get to where I want to be, then I'll sort of back off all that. I won't be making so many videos later on. So guys, if you have a go at this one, try and get it right. Don't do it like me. Cook the cook the pork first, take it out, then do all the saucy stuff, the mushroom and onion and all that. It probably gave it a little bit of an off taste. It's not fantastic, but it's edible and I like it. So if I had done it the right way, it probably would have tasted just a little bit better. Tell you what though, that pork tastes so good. It's so tender, which I was surprised about. I thought it might be a bit tough. I'm so tempted to eat the whole lot, but I know I can't. So probably better I don't. I'll eat it tomorrow. I only cooked the whole lot because I didn't want to leave it. It's been in the fridge a couple of days, so I wanted to cook it all up and then it's ready to go when I want it. Actually, Teacup, I think just before you came on, there was someone with a blue spanner, and that was my son. He calls his channel, was not, he hasn't actually got a proper YouTube channel yet, but he calls himself Osawara, which is a type of car. And he's actually at his mother's at the moment, helping her with some things. He's been there for a few weeks now, so that's good. He's given her a hand. So he's not with me at the moment, but I'm sure he'll be back eventually. But he was on here commenting earlier. He's a moderator on my channel, so that's the first time I've heard from him for two weeks. I'll have to text him. He hasn't got a proper channel yet. Once he gets a proper channel, then like it's there, but he hasn't really done any much content. Only a couple of things. He's not trying to do too much YouTube yet. I think he wants to get all the gear for what he wants because he wants to do gaming videos and stuff like that. Well, that's saying we only started 26 minutes ago. It feels longer. Anyway, it's going alright. Yeah, there's so many gamers, it's unbelievable, isn't it? So, I have a few as well, but originally I was trying not to watch gamers so much or encourage them to subscribe to each other, but I guess, well, now I look at it like a lot of my people who don't have channels, they have a lot of gaming in their playlist and they like that sort of thing, so I suppose it's good to be around with everyone, not just, Oh, here he is now, the blue spanner, that's my son, that's Liam. Gamers everywhere, you're not wrong about that, there's one right now. What's it like in Australia? It's fantastic, I love Australia. But then I guess I've never lived anywhere else, so, but for me, I'm happy. So Bob Blanton, I asked you a question earlier and I don't know if you answered it because I was too busy cooking. is the Nether Realm in Minecraft? I need to know this. Now I saw PewDiePie is full on doing Minecraft stuff at the moment. I need to know because I heard him say the Nether Realm and there was fire everywhere in Minecraft and I want to know if that's what you're talking about. So I need to know where the Nether Realm is. I reckon it's in Minecraft. Well, you give me too many hard assignments. It's too tough. MRG star 321. All right, I'll think about it. So obviously, yeah, it is Minecraft. See, I knew it. The Nether Realm. Thanks to PewDiePie, I know now. Yeah, Seeds. Sometimes when I talk to Liz and I just rabbit on and I'm going ba 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 ba, and she starts dozing off, and I say, "It's good, isn't it? I always put you to sleep. It's like my voice puts her to sleep. It might be doing the same thing to you." So Liam, my son, Osawara, Huara, whatever you call it, Huey, can we do a KFC video? Are you up for it? I haven't seen you for 2 weeks. Oh, okay. It's in hell. Well, I wondered if it was in hell, but then when I saw Minecraft and he said the Nether Realm or something, I thought, oh, maybe that's what you're talking about. Well, when you first said it, I thought it was hell. I say that when I go to work. I say, "Welcome to hell." Sometimes it's probably the next best thing. I say that to people when they come along and they come to work. I say, "Welcome to hell." KFC video. I want to do the. If you're available next Friday, I want to go and do the box combo thing that I was telling you about. KFC seems to be doing it for me. I need to do more KFC. I think people like it. Can do. Actually, I won't do it Friday. We'll do it Saturday because Friday, I've got to do things on Friday. Saturday, I'll pick you up. We can go down to Penrith and we'll do the KFC. Then I'll drop you back. Yeah, yeah. I'll pick you up Saturday. We'll go down to Penrith. We'll do it, and then we'll come. I'll drop you back. I'll drop you back home. I'm not bloody picking you up at the station. I can drive down there. Saturday, I'll text you. Anyway, on Saturday or Friday, whatever. What is the 40-ounce bounce challenge, mate? What is the challenge? You got me interested now. The 40-ounce bounce challenge. That's still saying I started streaming 26 minutes ago. Something's not right there. First, I never used to know that was there, but what I'll do is, while you guys are commenting, I'll go off again, and I'll get back in there and see what happens. I was sure we were more than 26 minutes. Took me bloody probably 26 minutes to cook the food. should know where YouTube is by now, shouldn't I? I'm here every day. Actually, sorry, I've got to look at these things that have come up on my homepage now. I'll talk to you guys. It's more interesting. Oh, that's good. I lost 2 subscribers while I was doing this. That's pretty good. Always happens when I do a video. I mean, this sort of is a video. Most of the time I lose subscribers. I don't know why that is. Actually, I do know what that is. I think they realise, oh, that guy, I don't really need to be subscribed to him. And then because they get a notification, then they piss you off. Oh no, I left that door open. The cat's out there banging. I chucked the cats out tonight, guys, because I didn't want any disturbances. I know what they're like. No whinging cats in here tonight. And then I did that. Everything's cool, and then the smoke alarm goes off. So I should have known. Okay, what was the purpose of that? I was going to see how long we're going. That's better. 55 minutes. The bloody thing was saying 26 minutes. Actually, talking about that, and my son who was on here with the blue spanner. Have you ever watched Badlands Chugs? Badlands Chugs. Talking about drinking. Man, that guy can drink. That's why she chugs along. Liam put me onto it. Check out Badlands Chugs. Bob Bland, you'll love it. I tell you guys, I just came home, put my fire on, and it's bloody gone out because I haven't been looking after it. I didn't look after it properly. Yeah, Badlands Chugs. Good stuff. Badlands is right, but not chucks. Chugs, like chugging a drink. Chugging. Because he drinks really fast and he drinks heaps. Well, not so much fast, but heaps. Yeah, sometimes fast. You'll be back. I might not be here when you get back. Are you going to look for it? So anyway, I wondered how this would go, and like I said, I probably could have done it a different way and it would have been a bit better, but it's come out alright. Yeah, make it quick then, Bob. Don't be gone too long. So Teacup, when are you planning on coming to Australia? I need a bit more sauce here. Just eating plain rice. Actually, even though there's not much sauce left there, because there wasn't much. Like I said, having 4 pieces was probably a bit too much, but I had to cook them all. What I might do is I made some fried rice yesterday, and I might have it tomorrow with the pork with some fried rice on the side. That should be good, and a bit of sauce on it too. Get it all saucy. Actually, I might have a little bit more of this. I like it. Will I? No. Yes, I will. Can't make my mind up here. I'm just trying to think how can I cut this without wrecking the bottom of the pan. I'll just put one on top of the other. There you go. What a genius. There. That one's cooked better. That's a beauty, that one. Now. There. Okay, you're going to go everywhere. You'll be around the world the way you're going. Not too bad. Oh, that's good. Well, I hope you get to achieve what you want with coming to Australia and US and all the rest of it. I've never been a person who's been big on travel, and I've never really been very far, but I know a lot of people love it. Hi Deb V, I saw your comment, but I didn't want to talk while I was eating. I made some creamy pork, as you probably saw, creamy mushroom and pork, as you saw on the probably saw on the title. It's actually come out not too bad. It's a bit of an experiment, one that I saw someone else make, which they experimented with. It was their first time making it. Come out alright, with a bit of mustard in it, some onion, mushroom. Haven't had pork lately or for a while, so it's a nice little change, and I thought the pork might be a bit tough, but it's actually quite good. Beautiful. Got me on TV. I used to do that. Sometimes I'd sit on the computer and I'd have the TV as a monitor. It's really good when you can watch a really big screen like that. You probably shouldn't have told me that. I might get nervous. Going to bed now with hungry feeling. Oh well, at least you'll be hungry when you get up. Don't eat anything before you go to bed. Yeah, it was good. The recipe I saw someone do, which I've sort of copied a bit, roughly. She made mashed potato instead of rice and a bit of broccoli, but I didn't have time to muck around with potato and broccoli and stuff. So I've got it behind me. I used my microwave cooker and I chucked some rice in the microwave while I was setting up, and it was all ready to go when I was ready to go. So it's not a bad little recipe. It wasn't hard to make. I won't go into it, but it wasn't hard to make. So it's something I can make again just for dinner or something. Not to do a video, but quick little meal. Very nice. Did you get your 55-inch TV at Aldi? Because I'm not sure if you're in Australia, you may not be, but here in Australia a little while ago, they had 50-inch TVs, 4K, for $400, which I thought was pretty good. I didn't get one because I hardly ever used the TV, but Liam wanted me to get it while he was here so he could do his gaming on it. I wasn't getting it just for that. Oh, 10:23 a.m. So obviously you're not in Australia. It's like 1:24 a.m. here in the morning, like dark, still dark. But this is what I do. I don't sleep early. I have dinner late. And I'm eating very slow because I'm talking a lot, but that's okay. From Costco, okay, yeah, we have Costco here too. I've never actually checked it out, but it's actually a fair bit of a distance from me, Costco, but and it's down further where I don't really like to go down. It's a busy place. I like it up here, but I've never been to Costco before. I probably should check it out one time. My girlfriend Liz has been there before with her friend. I should check it out one day. But I got no plans on buying a TV. I've got a lot of things I've bought lately, which I can afford, but it's left me a bit short. But that's okay. New laptop, new phone. That's what I'm filming on. Don't have really any use for a TV, but it was tempting, especially when it was so cheap. So as usual, I'm getting full, but I can't stop eating it. It's beautiful. What? Zombie nature. What's that? Hello, goodbye. What the hell? Um, Talking about California, I saw someone posted something. Was there an earthquake or some aftershocks? Maybe an aftershocks from somewhere else. I haven't been. I don't hardly ever watch the news. I'm always on YouTube now, but partly I don't watch the news because a lot of times I just don't want to know what's going on in the world. Sometimes it's a bit too much, you know. It's just getting out of control. But I did hear something was going on in California, like aftershocks from an earthquake. Yeah, was anyone hurt or was it like really bad? Or I probably should look it up and have a look. Yeah, this happened last time I went live and I had to cook something. And I came home from work. I got the fire going. I had the fan heater on a little bit just to warm it up a bit, but I had the fire going. And if you don't watch it, you know, you've got to make sure it's burning properly. And then it's pretty much, I think it's gone out. I can feel like it's getting really cold now. But after the live, I'll get back onto it and warm it up. We'll get it going again. Actually, saying that, I think I can hear it crackling away now. Maybe it's catching on. Okay. A minimum length of time? No, not really. I saw, and he comes on here sometimes. His name's Jack. Um, he said he went 4 hours the other night. It's like bloody hell. But I'm using the phone, and because I've got the microphone going through the phone, I can't plug in a charging cord to keep it charged. So the longest I've gone so far, I think, is an hour and 40 minutes. I can't remember. Hour 55. So it's nearly 2 hours. But if I go too long, it'll end up just stopping because the phone will go dead because I can't charge it at the same time. I'll have to check that out, see what happened like with the earthquake. Like I said, I did hear something, but it was only someone posting something on their video on one of my subscribers. Making people hungry is a sin, I tell you what, so is gluttony, and if I eat any more, it's going to be like gluttony. Just finish this off, I'm getting full. I was just saying I thought I could hear my fire crackling away again. You know what it is? It's rain, and all my firewoods out there are going to get wet again. We've had a lot of rain here lately. Yesterday, even though we were at Bathurst and it was a beautiful day for a winter's day, that's the first day we've had no rain for about a week. So everything's wet. My wood is wet, my firewood. So guys, getting a bit cold in here, and it is the middle of winter, and it's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm in a cold environment here. So I'm going to have to finish up soon, get that fire going again, and get warm. I don't go to church at all. Tell you the truth, and I mean, don't judge me, but I can't say I believe in God. I've been brought up a Christian, not for any particular reason. I guess I'm just someone who needs proof to know that something's there, and I don't see the proof. So, um, and believe it or not, where I live at the moment, and I actually drive through the back here into my backyard and through a church. It's a church in the back here, and being Sunday, well, it was just Sunday today. It's Monday now, Monday morning. But church is on in the morning and I'm asleep and I wouldn't even know it's on because I sleep through. By the time I get up, pretty much everyone's gone. So I actually have a church almost in my backyard. It's pretty much like the house behind me, and I never go there. Not that I discourage anyone else from going. I mean, if that's what you believe in, that's fine. It's just not my thing. What happened to Bob? Where's Bob gone? Now, Caligula, I've got to ask you something. Do you sleep often? Because I reckon it was about here. What time was it? About 3 in the afternoon here. So nearly 12 hours ago I saw you making comments on Taz Daz video. Live, sorry. And you're still around now. What's going on? Don't you sleep? Look, I don't have any problem with anyone believing in something I don't believe in. That's, I won't judge you as long as you don't judge me. Like, if you look at my girlfriend Liz, she's the same. She doesn't push me to be a vegan. I don't push her not to be a vegan. If that's her choice and that's what she believes in, that's fine. But it's just not my thing. And the vegan thing, I suppose, talking about that, I'll eat some vegan food with it. I don't mind that. And the good thing about that is, if we do vegan, I can eat it, but she can't eat what I'm eating if she wants to be vegan. Anyway, and also talking about the rain, it actually hasn't been too bad here, especially for winter, and even summer wasn't too bad. But it's just all sort of come at once. Not like flooding or anything like that. It's just constant. So, oh no, that's fine. I didn't think you were judging me. I'm just saying, I don't have a problem with you believing, and hopefully people don't have a problem with me not believing. So that's fine. There's no problem there. Why? Why are you getting off? Bob, we need you. No, I'm going in a minute too, Bob. So thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Always glad to have you guys in here. Give us something to talk about. It'd be a bit boring just sitting here eating food and cooking by myself. So I always appreciate that. So anyway, like I was saying, the rain thing, because I live in the mountains, even if it really just rained and rained and rained, you don't really get flooded. If gutters, if gutters are blocked up and then it floods the street, that's different. But everything just goes downhill, so we don't have much problem with floods. But even if it rains consistently and forever, but it hasn't been too bad. It's just been constant, and it just gets a bit much sometimes. But and who knows? It might not rain for now another month. And we had pretty much maybe a month. We had a couple of weeks where it rained a few days in a row, and then now it's rained about 3 or 4 days in a row, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And then I think it's sunny for a while. So you never know what it's going to do. But it was actually been pretty dry lately, and I'm surprised even in summer we didn't have any bushfires or anything because there wasn't much rain. But it's been good. The weather's been good. I can't complain. I just had enough of rain. That's all. You've had enough rain. Yes. And that's another thing, like talking about. That's why I was saying, I hear, like being in Australia, you only hear things, but like you look at a place like California now. There's been like an earthquake, and you know, I've even seen YouTubers that I've subscribed to, people who do similar stuff to me, saying they're in their car doing their mukbang, saying, "Oh, it's raining again." Okay, it's always raining. And then you get the opposite, it seems, in California. Then you get your bushfires, like really massive ones. Then it just constantly rains. Now you got an earthquake. When I saw that, I thought, I don't think California's somewhere I'd actually want to live. It sounds too dangerous. Here's not too bad, like where I am. It's a good area. You don't get earthquakes. I shouldn't say that, but you never know what could happen. If you get a lot of rain, you don't flood because it's in a mountain, so it all runs downhill. The only thing you get is maybe a bit of wind, but even that's not hurricanes or anything. You might get some strong winds that feel like they're going to blow the roof off, but that's only during winter. It's a nice place, just a bit cold, but it's great, great place to live. Anyway, guys, I might pack it in now because I wasn't really planning on going this long, but it's always good when there's people here and we can have a chat. So, I'm
I've got to tell you, I'm so tempted to eat the rest of that, but I better not. I might eat that half later, and then I'll keep the other piece for tomorrow and have it with my fried rice that I've already made up from yesterday. So guys, thank you for coming in, and I appreciate you all. And remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo!